When customers love your product, they become invested in it and often suggest features. Some are great, and some won't fit into your product roadmap. So how do you say no? Here are a few key things that can help you make that no a bit more palatable. Never underestimate the power of why, especially when you're having a difficult conversation. If you explain to the customer why you're saying no, it helps them to understand the context behind it. Without it, customers feel entitled to be angry, upset, and disappointed. Knowing that something is a deliberate decision can ease that pain. Context is key. When you're chatting with a customer about how great your product is and how much they love your latest feature, it's easy to be personal. But when a customer is upset and angry, it can be tempting to start using formal language and to lose that personal touch. Remain friendly and personal when saying no. Resist the urge to hide behind formality and try to continue to be yourself as much as possible. Things go wrong and mistakes happen. Bugs crop up and customers are negatively affected. We'd love to have a reasonable explanation for every issue, and the reality is that sometimes it just isn't possible. Involve your customer in the solution. Don't be afraid to ask what would help them. You might not be able to do everything, but small steps to fix the problem will be appreciated. We discourage our support team from saying, "You can't do that at the minute, but we'll pass it on as a feature request." We usually try and dig a little deeper. Try to move the focus off the feature a customer is asking for and onto what they're actually trying to achieve. Best case scenario, you'll know a workaround. Worst case scenario, you now have extra context to pass on to your product team. The idea of telling a customer that it's okay to check out other options can be a really tricky thing to get your head around. If what the customer wants to do is something that our product is just not built for, then they're never going to feel happy and you may never actually get around it. In those cases, we'll be sad to part ways, but we'll definitely suggest it if we know it's best. Your customers will really appreciate the transparency and honesty that comes with saying no from time to time. Embrace it and say it with confidence, and it'll go a long way.